In the British Museum, we have thousands of works of art from Edo Period Japan. Today, I'd like to share with you a specific group of these works. Some are poetry, some are paintings, a few are teapots. But they all share something. They are all part of a phenomenon of collaborative art creation. This was a way for people to exchange ideas, explore new technologies, and even escape their class. This is Salon culture in Japan. My name is Sophie Gong. Welcome to my corner. A Japanese salon is a creative space of public and private venues such as temples, restaurants, or someone's home. In these spaces, people from all different kinds of social classes could take a breath from the strict social system to do something with a shared hobby. And that include poems, music, calligraphy, painting, and even cultivation of morning glories. In these gatherings, people usually will use a pen name or nickname. In this sense, they can interact with each other a little bit different from the normal norms of daily lives. One example of gathering in Japan is a tea gathering. In the Edo period, a new way of drinking tea was introduced from China, which is called Sencha. Sencha, which is infused tea, is a little bit different from the normal way of tea in Japanese tea culture. In this type of tea gatherings, people would drink the Sencha tea while appreciating artworks or utensils made in China. People would also make their own tea utensils like teapots and tea bowls in a very strong Chinese style. Salon gatherings in Japan is a space for artistic creation. Something must have been produced. One example is this one. This is a Surimono print. Surimono in Japanese means printed matter, and here it refers to a type of color woodblock print that was privately commissioned, and it was circulated among groups of poetry circles, and it was made to commemorate certain poetry gatherings or special occasions. In this print, we have to the right 17 haiku poems by different poets, and below we have the motifs of autumn flowers, grass, and insects by 9 different artists, which can be identified through these inscriptions and seals. Haiku poem is a short verse of Japanese poetry, and it got 17 syllables in a range of 575 pattern. So to read one of the poem, you can see this one. 風の鳴き、夜は皆梅雨や月の萩. People who are into haiku poems would form poem circles and organize poem gatherings. And in these gatherings, they would also produce like Surimono prints and also anthologies with poems and images as well. Surimono prints were circulated within the poetry circles, and the print run was small, which makes these prints quite rare, if not unique. The British Museum has more than 3,000 Surimono prints produced in major cities in Japan. During the Edo period, Japan strictly controlled its borders, but it maintained foreign contact through limited gateways. The port city of Nagasaki, located in the west of Kyushu Island in southwestern Japan, was the only port for contact with foreign merchants from China and Netherlands. Merchants visiting Nagasaki were restricted to specific areas by the Japanese government. Chinese traders were required to live in a designated settlement on the mainland, while the Dutch contingent was confined to an artificial island in Nagasaki harbor called Dejima. Trade with foreign merchants brought a variety of goods not available in Japan, along with new ideas and knowledge from China and Europe. Key imports included raw silk, Chinese herbal medicines, sugar, and many books on literature, philosophy, art, science, and technology. These imports greatly enriched Japan's intellectual and artistic communities, spreading from Nagasaki to other major cities in Japan. One such city was Osaka. Osaka is a city of rivers and canals. It served as a major port for domestic trade and the endpoint for many trade routes. Trade made Osaka a rich and bustling commercial center. The influx of goods, information, and ideas piqued people's curiosity and spurred demand, making it a place of vibrant cultural exchange. One of the most important figures in cultural exchange activities in Osaka at the time was Kimura Kenkado. Kenkado was a wealthy saké brewery owner, as well as a scholar, painter, and collector. Many artists and scholars would come to consult him and the impressive collection of books and antiques he built. Kenkado's knowledge spanned Japanese, Chinese, and European studies, covering topics like natural products, botany, and Chinese-style paintings, as well as the tea culture of Sencha. He took part in salon-style gatherings focusing on poetry and tea, expanding his network beyond Osaka to nearby cities like Kyoto. Speaking of Kyoto, let's travel there now. Kyoto has long been an intellectually and artistically dynamic place, and, like Osaka, always open to innovation. In the visual arts, an artist called Maruyama Okyo revolutionized painting in Kyoto by emphasizing the importance of sketching from life. This approach allowed him to depict classical subjects in a novel style, creating a major new artistic trend that appealed to both nobles and townspeople. Okyo founded the Maruyama School and trained numerous pupils in Kyoto. Many of his students went on to become highly skilled professionals, making a significant impact not only in Kyoto but across Japan. This hanging scroll is a collective work by 11 artists from the lineage of Maruyama School. It presents Chinese immortals and figures from mythology which were well known at that time. Each figure is accompanied by the artist's signature and the writ seal, making it easy to identify the contributors. The different figures, male and female, are seamlessly integrated. It was not rare for a collective of artists to collaborate on works such as this one during salon gatherings. We have a number of wonderful examples featured in the display. In this instance, everyone involved in making this painting were highly skilled artists. However, the quick and simple brushwork is quite different from their usual works as individual artists. For example, compared to Gantai's meticulously rendered paintings of Chinese figures, this female deity, also by him, features a much looser, simpler style, likely completed quite quickly. This painting has a spontaneous and friendly feel. I hope you joining me on this mini tour of the enjoyment of salon culture in Japan and artistic and cultural life of Kyoto and Osaka in the 18th and 19th centuries. There is so much to learn and discover about this unique period in Japanese history, and I hope you will visit the gallery to find out more. This special display in the Mitsubishi Corporation Japanese Galleries at the British Museum will be on until March 2025. To coincide with the display, we have published a beautifully illustrated book, Salon Culture in Japan, Making Art 1750 to 1900.